Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Curse of the Black Mountain. My name is Dominic, and I'm going to be your dungeon master. In the previous episode, there were a lot. The adventurers are in the city known as Varensil. That is located in the region or the nation known as Maelor, and they've been here for some time now. And they have met one of the leaders here called the Bandit King or Scorch. And they have also been doing some, well, exorcism is the shortest of it all. They've been into a location called the New Beginnings, where they have exorcised a demon that has been haunting them from a very, very long portion of the campaign. Spoilers. But they managed to exorcise it and receive these tattoos that will probably shield them from any demonic influences or even also eldritch powers. But there has been a little bit of a struggle. Well, there has been the presence of the laughing god or Malarion that has been growing more impatient and forcefully more powerful. And there have been some commotions, and in the last episode there were a little bit of, I would say, downtime-ish. The characters were running around in the city doing errands, doing buying stuff and gathering stuff, and also at the very end of the session, Rill went to the Bandit King in the Bandit Lair, asking for a noble person or a nobility person or something in that sense. Scorch determined it as both giving a very quite rude middle-aged man that were a noble, more of a nobility person, and the other one was a noble soul, a younger teen, and Rill was giving the opportunity to pick one of them to use them as a sacrifice, but then she learned that she picked one, but the other one has to be killed regardless, because they knew too much about what was happening and what the Bandit King was doing this immoral action. So it became this very weird stand of morale, and so Rill used one of the rings used in Kyril to take away the magical defenses of the palace, to take away the magical defense of the city. Because apparently there is some sort of anti-magical item or something that is guarding or protecting the city from somewhere. But the ring managed to neglect this effect, and Rill managed to send away a message to Blinky. But another fella used this opportunity also to reach out with the Eldritch power, talking about Malarion, and become very unreasonable, impatient, and started to do a lot of very mean, bad stuff to the people around him. The cathedral, which the Bandit Lair and the Bandit King resides, started to shake. The other adventurers came, run down to Rill, also persuading Scorch and the others to wait a moment until just let them handle this. So they arrived down, met up with this jester creature standing in the hallway, and then just appeared in the middle of an ethereal battleground. They can fly around with their thoughts, and they met Malarion here, which mocked the adventurers and also was pissed that he didn't receive any of the offerings that he was promised, even though that Rill said, I was about to give you that. But the impatient and childish response from Malarion was to no, fight me, and wanted them to be sacrificed or taken them. So they had to fight one of his servants, which were a beholder. And they fought for quite some time. Blork nearly lost his life to and the finishing blow to him, but he survived and he was healed by Videl. As they survived the beholder, Malarian was sad because they really wanted to have this sacrificed, and as he told Rill that he really wanted her in his collection, but he was very sad, and he told her that she was deemed unworthy being his wielder, and cut the line between the wielder weapon and her, what it felt like, and then fell backwards in this ethereal light with these stars that were more like souls captured in this scepter, falling down into this dark void until the adventurers came back to their own Mine of State underneath the cathedral as Scorch and everybody else came to them. In the previous episode, I told them that they went to the New Beginnings, but I am retracting backward because it is not unfair to rob anybody of any continuation of feelings or regarding of that. Also, before we start, Per, or he who plays Blork, feels a little bit under the weather, and he maybe will come to tonight's playing if he feels a little bit better. I hope you do, buddy. But regardless, we are going to play all others. And with that, the others!
It's them.
It's them. So, my friends, shall we proceed?
Yes.
Wait, just one moment.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Tension. Did your internet die?
No. What shape are you in, really?
Oh.
Important.
Annabella.
Annabella? Oh,
I
cool.
was thinking more like mental. What shape are you in right now? Are you holding up? No.
We don't have an overlay to even depict something close to that.
Maybe I should make one.
Maybe.
Rorschach pictures
Yes.
depicting emotions.
Regardless, we return as all of you have returned back to the hallway when you had seen or got encountered by Malarian standing at the hallway. Now seeing that the two guards that were killed during this encounter is there still. Confused, looking around, and behind you can hear the footsteps of Scorch and the others, or like what is happening, but you have returned. You can see that Blork still has. You can see that he has physical reminiscence of the attack from the Beholder, and most of you that still have once you have gotten damaged or shoed on, you still have reminiscence of these physical wounds. But it's as they approach you, they are very silent, like they're observing you, like what is happening. The cathedral is not shaking. Nothing is really happening. It is just you have just returned.
Nothing to see here. Everything is under control, right?
Am I still holding Rill's hand?
I would say yes, you are.
I'm holding it harder.
Am I still holding Blork's pecs?
Mm-hmm. Gulida, you can let go now.
Oh, sorry. The rest, Scorch and his gang isn't here, right? They haven't arrived, or
They are behind you, like they are observing. You haven't turned around and looked at them yet, but you feel that you notice that he is around. He's casting this blue, like cerulean light wherever he goes, so it's not very hard to see the presence of him.
Is that why you tried to sneak up on me?
It's like a fucking will-o-wisp.
Yes.
Yeah.
I look back towards him.
You can see that he has stopped some steps behind the soldier, so you can see he is contemplated and he is shocked by the. You can see in his eyes that he sees that you are roughed up. Just for the moment of time that had just passed between that you left him and the guys upstairs coming to this point, and he looks taking whatever has happened here.
Much time has passed.
The soldier look at themselves, and as Scorch approaches with another type of demeanor towards you. 30 minutes.
Sounds about right then.
Yep.
Are you okay?
Do I have teeth marks on me?
Yes.
I'm holding up my arm and looking at it.
Been better, been worse. It's okay. I
Fine.
think Blork is probably the worst off.
I nearly died,
Yeah,
but I did not.
I'm checking real. Are you fine? You're not turning into stone?
No, I'm fine. Perfectly fine.
Scourge looks at Annabella and looks at all of you and go, lock the cells and leave them alone. As she told you all, nothing to see here. Just all you look at each other, but shouldn't we? No. Lock the cells and move out. Scourge just turn on his heel and walks away. The soldiers look at each other and go like, right, do you guys need any help? One of the closer ones.
I look at one of them. Did we disappear or were we still here?
You were here when we were arriving down here, but the other guards down the corridor just walks past you, and you can see that they are very confused. Like it's like they have lost the track of time completely. They are very confused.
So we were here. Is there any type of markings on the walls or something like that? Look around.
Make an investigation with advantage.
20.
As you're standing there looking around a little bit for anything that would remark that the wall seems to be unharmed, but as you look between like the cracks between like the stone and the structure of it all, there is a faint bit of glitter between, like it's almost like there is some residue of something like between the stone structure. It is a slight glitter. It's almost like you have casted fairy fire on the wall, kind of like, but between the cracks, it's a very subtle glimmer in some points of the light. If the light is just there, you can see it. But other than that, there is no damage, there is no alterations, there are no destructive nature to the walls. Everything seems to be intact.
So we just stood here looking around, or
I think so, yes.
Are the 2 guards that were here with Rill and Blinky? They're here. They didn't.
They are
die,
also here.
so-
No,
but
yeah.
they seem confused.
They are confused. They follow the orders of Scourge. Like they lock the cells and they. It's almost like, you know, like would you wake up? Their looks look like they just woken up in a daydream. Like what the fuck just happened? And then they look at each other and like, you noticed that too? Were we? Are you? I need a drink, and then just leave.
Before they leave, Blinky's gonna direct. She's not letting go of Annabella's hand at any time. But she's gonna call out to one of them.
The one that is on the back turns around and he looks very confused. Like he has a little bit hard time to focus on you.
Question. Did you intend to kill the child or not? What did Scourge order you to do? Well, do you remember?
He looks around and I do not remember.
You should probably go to the people at the weird place.
Yeah, I should.
You get a refund after, but yeah, go there.
Right, and he just continue on following his associate and just go up the staircase. The other guards makes one extra swoop down the corridor, just looking. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay here, or what do you want to do?
We should go, right?
I think so.
Come, Annabella. Come.
She's just kind of leading her.
Do you follow?
Yes.
Like a semi-balloon. Like, come here.
So are you totally like shut down, real, or are you walking with purpose, like you know what you're doing, or you follow like, you know?
I have no
like a
idea where we're
balloon?
going. I'm just following.
Okay, like a balloon almost.
Oh.
Do you go upstairs? Do you go out from the cathedral?
Do we see Scourge on the way out? Or has he-
If you go upstairs and you come into the location where his office is, he is nowhere to be seen. It's almost like the whole cathedral has been like, everybody has just left. Emergency exits and that jazz.
Should we head to the new beginning, or what do you think?
We do have a room.
Yeah.
We might as well.
As you walk down the corridor, you exits the bandit lair. You can see there are most of the. They're not guards, but they are thugs.
Is the woman, elven woman, here?
No.
No. Okay. good.
Outside, where you can see the collection of like thugs that are under like Scorch payroll, like his bodyguards. They are gathering outside, and you can hear them talk. They are like clumped up together in small clusters of like 6 and 8 people together, and they are like total of 30 people here. Like you can hear them talk among each other. They don't pay any like they don't look towards you. They just talk about probably what has transpired. They're just outside the cathedral. You can continue walking, or if you want, whatever you like.
I would imagine we're just walking to new beginnings rather quietly, for once.
Rather quietly. It takes a couple of minutes because still walking, not in a fast pace, but a rather more comfortable, slow pace. You, after, I would say, 15, 20 minutes of walking on the street, you manage to reach the new beginnings. You come into the reception. The reception guy is not there, but you know the way towards your room because they have instructed you previously where your rooms are.
So there's no one around.
Not for the moment. There is one of those, like classical, like hotel bells that you can bing bing do if you want to bring anybody's attention. But there's nobody at the reception at this moment, no.
As we were walking, we can assume it's kind of late.
I would say it is during the evening. The sun is going down. It's going towards twilight. But it's not like in the middle of the night, but it's going towards twilight.
To the room.
Yes. When we enter the room, I'm gonna look at Blinky. Dome.
I can't.
You
I'm
can't.
not allowed to do magic in the city.
The dome.
I can't. I wasn't even allowed to make a mage hand. I was gonna be beaten up. I doubt I'm gonna be allowed to make a dome.
I would like to see them try.
As Blork is the last one entering the room, he closes the door. It is a small, simple room. There are a large room with, I would say it's a sleeping quarters that has like 8 other beds, and there are other, it's not like high quality or anything, but it's enough for you to like sleep, and you are the only people that has the key to this place. So you have, even though that you are 4 people, you have still 4 other beds. So there's a total of 8 beds in this room.
I mean, you could always try to make something tiny.
I don't want to get us into trouble.
Does it matter?
Would suck if we got thrown out tonight when we're hurt, right?
Well, if they didn't throw us out for what just happened.
Oh, you don't think he's gonna want compensation?
What?
He doesn't strike me as a man that lets things go.
I would like to see him trying getting compensation for this.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened.
Memroka, Blork says, and sits down on one of the beds. As he sits down, the bed almost cracks in half because of his weight. It's not very good beds.
Yeah. I look at Rill.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and see if I can understand her emotions.
Make an insight check.
See if yeah, you know.
Svidel is very...
A natural 1.
It's so fitting though.
Regardless of the heavy temptation and the heavy things that has been happening, with a 4 and a natural 1, you believe that she is unscathed by whatever has transpired. She is a very strong soul. She seemed unscathed by it all. It's almost like you are impressed by her strong appearance.
God, I feel sorry for Fidel. But I want to live in his world as well.
He's so tired. He's like, she's fine.
Well, we survived at least.
That is a correct mentality. It's like you see at her and she's like, we survived. And that's good enough.
What was that all about? Why was he unpleased?
Why wouldn't he be? Doesn't that fit everyone else?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we have learned? Like, no matter what you do or how hard you try, people will find a reason to, pardon my language, shit on you. So,
So he just did it out of spite.
not sure. Something happened. Something tipped the balance and... Can I have the finger?
Sure. Pick up the finger from the scepter. If if it still is in my bag.
It is still in your bag.
I sniff it a bit.
It reeks out of sulfur. It's have that rotten egg property to it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm like. So it goes. I can taste it as well.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
Like it was on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to lick that. Good thing I didn't.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with that?
Not sure yet.
Give him a metaphorical finger?
Shove it up his ass.
Something like that. I haven't decided. I just wanted it, sort of.
Yeah, then you can miss with him.
Yeah. If you want.
I think something happened in correlation to the finger falling off. He seemed more, how to say, he's always felt like a being that has all the time in the world. And all of a suddenly, it felt like he had no time at all.
I just don't get why you were gonna give him what he wanted. So
But what did he want then?
You know, the normal gist of it. I needed to give him a soul as a compensation for him saving you from Caril.
That's why. So you denied him the soul then?
I mean, I didn't. Funny thing is that I still have 24 hours left because he gave me 48 hours, but you know, who's counting?
Depending
just
on
give a
what
soul
time.
to someone else out of spite at this point, right? Like you don't want it, we're just gonna give it to someone else.
Do you want one?
No, I kind of already have one I don't want.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems to me like he kind of seems unfair that he would just blame you for failing when he didn't just have patience for a little minute. But I guess maybe time works differently for him or something. I don't know.
Something shifted. He went from being very fine with things being slow. Also considering the fact that every time he's asked me for something, he has in the end taken it by himself, without giving me the options to actually provide the favors he requested.
Like what?
Like the old lady in the church, he didn't like her. In Karai.
He did the thunder?
I think he might have had a finger in that, yeah.
Did he do that?
I don't know. All I know is that he really, really wanted her gone, and he wanted me to do it. I wasn't so keen on the idea.
That why we needed to shout.
I was gonna say, now it makes sense why we need to say midnight then, because at midnight the lightning struck and then she died.
Yeah, so in some twisted form of way, I suppose that he could claim that we did it for him by allowing him to do this through screaming midnight.
So I killed a crippled lady in a church?
We did.
Yeah, but I shouted the word.
I shouted it multiple times during the day. So.
You want to take credit? By all means, you can have the credit.
I still want you to feel like you did it alone.
But people doesn't die saying stuff. Weapons do.
Isn't that how Memruka works?
I was gonna say, yeah.
That is true.
And when a judge says cut off their head, that's also by a word, technically.
My head hurts. It's down on the bed.
You should probably lie down. Good work on the eye ripping.
Yes. I'm a little bit sad though.
Why?
I didn't get to keep it.
You can keep the next one.
Would it be weird if I say I have an eye you can have?
You have an eye?
I'm not so sure it's fresh anymore though. We'll get you another one.
Okay. And he leans forward with it, taking his hands behind his back, leaning back towards, and he looks quite satisfied with himself though.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'll get back to the broken finger. You said he
Yes.
changed after.
Yes. He seemed like scared, perhaps.
Wouldn't you be? In his seat, in his place where when it all starts to crumble and you are vulnerable from being immortal. And suddenly you can see that you could die.
If that was the reason, I wouldn't know. It's a bit of a lack of communication there.
Yeah, not his strong suit, right? Or
Oh,
any
when
of
it
these.
comes about talking about how much I should kill the goblin, not trust the goblin, everything is the goblin's fault, the goblin is gonna end it all, you know, then he talks a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said it a lot.
that's weird.
I thought he said it once. Has he said it a lot?
too many
What did I
times
do?
to count. I don't know.
Yeah, Harold said
Didn't
it
he
too.
say I was adorable at one point? What the fuck happened between then? What did I do? Is it the Kraganash part? Because I can understand that part, but he was a big ass fucking liar, though.
From the bed, you can hear.
God, we need to give him a goat.
As Blork just. It's a little bit like PTSD. All of a sudden, the walls and the floor just starts to shake, but it is because of Blork snoring.
I want to sit next to him and put his hand on my horn and see if he stops snoring.
He immediately stops snoring.
I guess you're spooning him tonight.
Good worst. So, yeah, and Harold said do not trust the goblin too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Harold might be one of the old librarians from the Scepter library thingy. You know?
Oh, he's weird.
Really?
Oh yeah, have you told her about the book?
What?
When would I have had time to tell her about the book?
I don't know.
What
So, we read a book. Book of Delirium.
It had a
Is it
door.
a kinky book?
No, it had a door.
Hmm.
You wish it was a kinky book.
The Door of Delirium. Ooh. Fancy. The X-rated version.
Maybe sometime in the future, we're gonna make some swag. We're gonna write a firm grip and the sanguine stuff, and yeah.
Oh, it's already parts of it is already written, Robbie. You know.
Yeah. I know.
It's a bit hard.
It was
to
it like the
explain.
door that we had where there was a key inside, like the mages?
Pointed at the door. I we saw. Did he say the end?
Well, a possible end.
Yeah.
I was sitting on a throne with a crown of stars.
Pretty. That doesn't sound so bad.
Well, me and Blork were kind of dead.
I
Okay.
don't have time to beat around the bush. We saw you attacking me with an army of undead things. And Blork and Devdel were part of that army. And apparently the way that I will die is by being stabbed by you. So
A book told you this?
4 times in the heart.
Why would I stab you 4 times in the heart?
I have no idea.
How would I
Wow.
reach your heart? Did I stand on an undead when I did it? Or did Blork hold me? Did I use a mage hand?
I don't really have that information, unfortunately.
And
We
this,
also yes.
so this book is a possible future or what?
I mean, I would assume no longer.
Yeah,
Yay.
because we don't need to open the door, right? Or you don't, or we don't. Yeah, we don't need to open the door.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
about
lucky number 50 will.
that.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to tell you this either because I thought you had a lot of things on your mind. But the lovely madame told me that you were going to open a door. She didn't specify what door, she just said a door, so I've been kind of nervous every time you went near a bathroom ever since we met her. So, you know,
How fucking ironic would that be? The door is going to the shittery
Yes!
doomsday.
She didn't mention it!
That's
Could
why you
be
opened
any
the
door.
door for her so much.
Yeah, I've been a little bit nervous, kind of on edge but at the same time I was kind of like, Why am I supposed to listen to Madame? I mean, she was a total bitch last time we met her, right? But either way, she instructed me that she didn't say if the door was gonna be bad. She just said, "Oh, by the way, when your friend goes towards this door she's gonna open, you need to destroy the scepter." And I'm like, uh-huh.
Did she specify how?
Nope. She said, I'm supposed to destroy the scepter.
People say so many things, don't they?
They're very vague, aren't they?
Oh yeah, vague. I got an arrow. That
Yeah,
I'm
you
supposed to
did.
know where to use.
Oh, do you have one of these too? I'm gonna pick out the fucking crown from Siren. Oh, I have this. It's Siren's crown, and according to Marin, I'm supposed to have it even though he's been desperately trying to keep this away from me, and I'm supposed to know what to do with it. I'm gonna try to blind Videl with it by shining the jewelry in a light.
It gives off a small type of cat eye, but it doesn't like oh god blinding sensation, but it's still a little cat eye though.
See? Totally what I'm supposed to do, right?
Clearly.
Maybe you should stab Rill with it.
It has
4
very
times.
sharp diamonds,
Yeah.
or whatever these are.
Looks a bit tacky.
The way the Robin described it to me, I'm sorry, Robin. It sounds really tacky.
It is really tacky.
It is I tried to draw this crown, and it looks like something from like, what is it called? Like Dragon Ball Z or something. I'm like, what is
It is
this terrible crown?
It is a terrible crown. It is very tacky. It is supposed to be tacky.
Okay, good. Because I tried my hardest, and I'm like, no.
It is, just for people knowing, it is not a beautiful crown. It is tacky as fuck. It is just part of tradition. Just
It
It's
has
not
like
good.
3 gemstones, one green, blue, and red.
Yeah.
And then a symbol of gold on top of each one.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing is gold. No
Yeah.
silver.
no silver.
Silver. No, I don't.
This is gold.
Yeah.
It looks more of a what do you call it?
Circlet.
Circlet, a tiara, more. But it's the same. Yeah. Whatever. Jewelry.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Have you
It's
identified it?
Yeah,
Is it
it
useless?
has. It protects you from good and evil. But, weirdly enough, it protects you from Fae. Don't know why. I mean, if I'm supposed to have this, which... That's the thing. When the heck did Siren tell Morin that, like, by the way, steal this and give it to Blinky? Because I
Give it
don't
to Blinky
fucking know.
when she's in need. When she's about to kill her friends.
The only thing I can think is, like, does he think that I'm poor as shit and he wants me to sell it? And live a happy life? Is that it? Or wear it?
Sounds about condescending enough to
Yeah,
compare.
indeed. That's why it fits. Is it like the last send-off? Who cares?
Maybe
But
he
yes.
wants you to use it to fund his funeral.
Maybe he's Fae. Protection against him.
Protection against himself.
Yeah.
I guess. But if this whole thing has been due to him not wanting me to know he's a prince, then why the heck does he... Is this to taunt me? Like, yes, Blinky, you never knew.
Does it have a hidden compartment or anything like that?
It has words on it
What
that
is
I
it?
can't read.
What language is it?
Cat.
No, it's not.
Meow meow.
It is not tabaxi. I would say
Okay.
Nikki doesn't know, so she's
make a
guessing.
history check. Anybody who would like to? I don't think anybody of you can read it.
Not anymore!
Can I take a look? Okay.
You can make a history check
Yeah.
on it.
Do I get any advantages or?
You get disadvantage.
Look at this.
Because
Look at
you're
this.
a mountain. You're a mountain person.
10. Oh, it was so close at 25.
Yeah. So 10. Is it only you? Yeah. Okay. So Vidal, as you look at the crown, you look at the inside inscription on it. It is a language that you're quite unfamiliar with. It is very elegantly written. It is simple. It looks like it doesn't look like the Vendalorian like common letters. It looks more like symbols, more towards like arcane symbols, but you can see there are text on it. You think that this probably is some sort of Nivarian language.
I look at it, go, yeah, cat.
Right?
So now what then?
Yeah. I
Who
guess.
might the number 50 be then?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And do we want to find her first?
First might be hard since you already said he knew.
And she's madder than everyone. I mean, I can think of like 10 people in the back of my mind that could fit that description.
Well,
Does it matter though? I mean, his loss.
Do we
Is it
want him to
now?
open the door?
no. I don't want him to open that door.
Then we should find out who it is or where the door is and
I
make
think
sure
the door
they don't.
moves location because I think I knew where it was before. The door in Garth Realm.
Ah, that's why it was so freaky.
Yeah, the extra symbol on it is apparently the symbol for Mylarion and Eir when they were one entity.
But people have already opened it.
I don't know if they opened it or went through it. I don't know how things
They-
work.
They teleported through it at least.
Yeah, we saw them enter. But
Maybe if we find them, we can find where it is. I have one of their hairs.
I'm not even
Something.
gonna ask why.
Because we looted. It was on their pillows when they were sleeping, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I said this could probably be useful. Huh?
Could have just picked a pillow, you know.
It's still in Gar's realm. Somewhere under his feet, probably, but yeah.
True.
Either way.
Either way, no, I don't want him to open the door. At all. Ever.
do you want
Doesn't
him back
deserve
then?
that door.
And do you want him back?
It's not a choice for me to make.
I think it kinda is.
I don't know what I want. Because if I say that I want him back, then I give myself room to be disappointed.
Yeah.
For what?
For when I realize that it will never happen.
Gradually, especially Videl, you notice that the room that you're sitting in now is getting darker and darker, as apparently it has passed the time of twilight and entering more the night state. There are some. You can see the appearance slightly from the nebula starts to shine down on towards Vandaloria. But it's getting gradually darker in the room. There are candles you can light up if you want to.
So, our next step, what is that? Should we?
Maybe we shouldn't dwell on it tonight. Maybe we should rest. Maybe it's good to just not have any goals for the night. More than
Sleep.
sleep. I think we've earned a bit of rest. Don't you?
Yes. Rest.
As Blork is about to turn around, he grabs Videl's right side of the leg and just try to flip him over with him.
I can probably do anything, so I'm gonna just whoa.
Like a rag doll. You just turn around, follow him like a blanket or something.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes,
nom,
right.
nom, 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 nom.
I think good.
I missed you, goat.
Is the bed still holding now when I'm on?
It is. You know, when you lie there, almost spooning him, it has that, that creepy, cracking sound. Like something is about to snap, but it looks like the bed is holding for now.
Can't wait to be waking up at that in a few hours when it does give in. How is Rill looking? Is she? Biggie has still not let go of her hand. So, it has been like. Unless she has pulled it away from her.
Well, no. No.
Gonna find a bed and lead my helium balloon to the bed. And kind of just try to, if she'll let her, she'll try to guide her into bed.
I think it's my sister.
Number 50. Or 50.
A muffled voice come from behind Blork's body.
You mean he's switching to her? I thought she was ears. Or not it belongs to ear, but
Wouldn't that fit though?
They would still need you, right?
yeah.
You can see his part of his face come out from Blork's armpit.
Oh!
And Vidal, that is a smell of a man.
Yeah. Well, I just smelled a sulfur finger, so.
Oh, yeah. That is a musk of a very sweaty man.
don't know. I'm just speculating.
How long did they need to have her contained?
The whole day.
A while. Very vague.
Can go and check if you want. Later. Or we sleep and check in the morning.
Yeah, rest and sleep.
Yes, sure. Rest. Sounds easy enough.
Blink is gonna. I don't have that. I broke that. God damn it. Fuck it. She's not gonna take out an instrument. She's gonna sit down next to Annabella.
Yeah.
She's gonna stroke her hair. She's gonna hum a little tune, kind of like she sometimes does when she's trying to make them do catnap.
Trying to make her sleepy.
If it's not working, she's gonna lean in, start to pet her head.
And for those who eventually give in to sleep, will probably do so. It will take maybe the whole night, or the evening, the night, or eventually you will fall asleep. Maybe, if you choose to do that. Otherwise, you can do other things if you want to. Blork is sleeping, of course.
Yeah, would take a while for Videl to fall asleep.
Crack
Getting
around in a weird
squashed.
pose.
Yeah,
I almost feel sorry for Vidal.
Do anybody stay up or want to do anything during the later evening / night? Or do you try to succumb to sleep?
Lincoln want to try to ease her dear friend's mind. She's gonna lean in as she's petting her.
In this world filled with despair and delusion, Annabella is often lost in confusion. The light inside has gotten dimmed by those that judge her and make her feel grim. But fear not, my friend, for I'm here. I'll help you mend. The chaos and madness do not define that beauty within you that truly shine. So just hold your head up high and keep being strong. I know your spirit will just continue to sing its song. Do not listen to what others say, as cruel words only lead one astray. She's gonna take her hands. Together, we shall conquer all the hate and show the world that we are all great. My dear friend, let your sadness end. I just want you to know that you are loved and cherished true. And that no matter what, I'm always here for you. And she's gonna hug.
Thank you, Blinky.
She's gonna whisper in her ear. And when the others fall asleep, you and I are gonna go outside and we are gonna steal some shit.
Just slowly nod my head.
I heard that.
Muffled voice coming from Blork.
You did it!
No, I didn't. Well, Videl would probably sleep very light. He
Yeah.
couldn't do anything if
If he ever wanted to.
It's like.
But eventually Videl falls asleep, and you kind of calculate that he has fallen asleep. So if you wish to go out in the Varsilian night, you are perfectly allowed to move away.
The public is gonna see if her dear Annabella is awake. Which she has to. She is.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's probably just been lying there, staring at the ceiling. Like.
Both of you get up. And
I'm gonna see if Videl and Blork are sleeping.
Blork is definitely sleeping.
Oh my god.
Videl,
No one else in this establishment is though, but luckily it's at least
Ah.
hugging something that makes him stop snoring.
I'm just waiting for someone to come in here and check if there's evil spirits in the room or something.
You would tell that Videl is sleeping. It looks quite uncomfortable, but you think that he has managed to.
Can I do a perception with disadvantage?
Disadvantage, definitely.
Just
you
imagine
can.
like a leg sticking up in one direction
Yeah.
and an arm in
Yeah.
another, and like.
A double 13.
You can stealth check to, if you want to sneak out.
I'm gonna try to sneak out with Annabella.
Then both of you roll stealth checks
It's a sword.
against the DC of 13.
14.
A dirty 20.
It would be fun if you failed on this one.
Yeah, it would be.
Videl, you are
Oh.
fast asleep.
Or a door.
As you believe that Videl is sleeping, as you head out of the room into the establishment, you can continue outward if you want to.
So, when you say stealing,
Hmm.
what do you mean?
You continue talking. I'm just gonna go look at my dog.
You do that.
Stealing? Well, it's a bad word for taking that which not belong to you. But
I don't
you...
care about what the word means. What overtaking?
Oh, I want a rope that I can't pay for. I can, but you weren't there, and now I kind of feel like I don't want to pay. Because he stole it from the circle to begin with, so
Oh,
who is he to know if I have it? I was holding back before because it feels bad to steal underneath the person that let us stay in his humble town. But with his own words, he said that he doesn't really care about local businesses and such, or something like that. Or that is something else. He doesn't even care what's in his basement.
I mean, then who are we to judge?
Most I just want to see if I can get away with it. And I figure it's probably a bad thing to think, but people seem to have their minds made up about us already, don't they? So, by this logic, if we choose to add fuel to the fire, then at least we're letting it burn on our own choice, rather than people judging us for when we don't do bad. So if we do bad, at least there's gonna be a reason for people to be angry at us. Right?
I can buy into that logic.
Wonderful.
Regardless of what we do, however hard we try, it's just shit anyway.
Right. So therefore, if we decide to do something shitty, and it goes shit, at least it's on us, and we made it happen by our own damn choice. Not by being puppeteered by a little demon or a squid or a cat. Right?
Yes.
So shall we then?
You go out to the establishment.
Oh, we're already outside and under the moonlight or whatever, the stars.
But
And also
towards the market.
there is nobody at the reception.
Even better.
It is
Prepare to do that, dude.
it is quite calm in the outside of Varenzil right now. Even though that is in the middle of summer months, it is still very cool, chilly air in the city. Is it because of something of the nature, the environment here? Maybe. But there is no people outside. Only the half, nearly like a half moon is present. One of the moons is present, and that is nearly halved, and the nebula is shining in this corridor of stars.
Well,
See?
this is your forte, so.
And he's blinking at us. He wants us to do this.
Is that how it works?
Clearly, look at him.
Clearly.
So, preferably stealth. So, first we check if someone is watching.
Where are you going?
To
Are
the
you-
dealer's market. I want that rope.
Travel
You
to the-
are so awful.
You travel to the dealer's market, and you can see most of the stands have been, well, picked together. There is maybe 3 or 4 stands that are still there, and between them, it's like they are all huddled together. And in the middle of it, there is this barrel, this very large barrel, and there's a fire emanating from inside of it. And you can see there are 4 people that are like huddled together, but they have these 4 stands. They smell food from them.
So what is your mastermind thinking?
My mind is thinking, are they having the items here or did they take them home? If so, we need to sniff out the man and find where he lives, which is going to be trickier. Especially since we don't have Videl and his bloodhound nose here.
Could you truly sniff out a man?
It was probably the demon, to be fair, but don't tell him I didn't say that. He has gift too, but not smelling.
I mean, he could just turn into a hound and sniff someone out, no?
Yeah. He could. Okay.
So do we see the item in question? Is that like, have they taken that stall down and all the items and everything?
You approach but you see that where that stand stood, no longer there. The item is nowhere to be seen there.
Okay.
Just 4 lonely stalls of smaller, like tents, huddled up together. And there's a group of these dark figures around this barrel of fire.
Fine. Plan B. I think he's just gonna flicker with her little hat a little bit.
Mhm.
If this is magic, I'm shooting Scorch. I don't mean I'm stabbing him.
What are we doing?
Blending in. I'm
Or
just
should
gonna.
I?
Yeah.
Ah,
You're a very tall gnome. Huh? Or no, something we have seen a lot of
Off-road.
people here.
tall gnome. I'm gonna turn into Scruff.
Yeah, you
Slightly
do.
taller.
Did I look like okay. The eyes are really crazy, aren't they? Fine, since you're scruff, then I guess your wife.
I'm gonna turn back to Annabella. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
Fine, then
So much fur.
yes, be an orc woman. Huh?
I
Huh?
yes.
During
Yes.
this, you hear a small chuckle as people are laughing around the fireside.
We're just gonna go in there and gather information where the bears went. This doesn't need to be complicated.
Do you think orc women are common here?
There was all kinds of creatures around here.
Yeah.
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 There's only a few places in this world where variety is as strong as Beryl. Kyril also, but
Well, in that case, I'm gonna turn into what was her name? Yeah, I wanna.
Dulgrin.
Dulgrin?
Yes. I was gonna say Durkslag, but that's how I remember her name.
I'm always like, she's
Dulgrin.
dull and she grins, so it's
Yes,
like dull.
Dulgrin.
Dulgrin.
Yeah, she has a dull grin.
It's gonna turn into Dahlgren then. I'm like, how about this?
Hope nobody knows her, but sure.
I mean, if they know her, then I guess they know.
Comes to the cafe.
I was
Dulgrin,
saying-
my old
Oh
friend!
my love! I didn't know you were in town.
Okay.
God damn it.
So you turn into Dulgrin, and Blinky, you remain the same, or
No, I turn into a gnome.
a gnome to
Yes.
Scruff, or
Since he didn't want to be Scruff, I guess I'll be Scruff.
you turn yourself into your white gnome form, and
Orange.
orange.
Yeah, Scruff is orange with
Scruff is
crazy
orange.
eyes.
Crazy eyes and crazy
Right.
fur.
And then I assume do you approach them?
Yep.
I changed the visage of my coat as well to look more in the color scheme of what Dahlgren was wearing at the.
More leathery apron
Yeah,
like to it.
it's called like the Broken Soldier, whatever. The tavern where we saw her
Mhm.
far
Yeah.
up north.
You approach the barrel. You can see there are, well, 3 of them are older people. 2 of them looks like they are humans, 1 man and a woman. Another looks like an older tiefling that has more of a pink, reddish hue and these goat-like horns and a small tail that it goes almost like a heart at the very end of the tail, the sharpened end of it. They look older, like they are like at least 65 plus. And amongst them, there is one middle-aged man. They look like that is the person that is cracking a lot of jokes. And they're eating and I wouldn't say celebrating, but they look like they're having a very good time. They almost like ignore you as you approach.
Let's see about that. If they crack another joke, then Scruff is gonna come in and be like doing the like he's in kind of like he's included, but he isn't.
Immediately you hear a joke that goes by. People start to laugh and you start doing that. One of the older gentlemen of the humans looks towards you and all of them stop immediately laughing as they see you approach. And the middle-aged guy looks over and goes, yes, do you wish to buy some food during the midnight sale?
Of course, I can't resist the lovely smell of what is it?
Well, it's a plethora of different types of things. Most of them seems to be meat.
The wonderful smell of a dead carcass. Yeah. I'll have that.
And all of them just look at each other, they swig one of the last things, they put it down on the ground, and they walk back to their stalls as they await whatever you want to buy from them.
Approach one of the stalls.
Which one? The middle-aged or some of the older seniors?
Let's take the middle-aged.
The middle-aged guy, a little bit high up hairline, a little bit. The age started to go on him, but you can see he's middle-aged. He has a very small scruff of a mustache and a little bit of a hawk nose. He leans forward on his stall and he sells a lot of. It looks like sausages, most of it.
Oh my god.
And he leans forward and goes, "What do you have?"
Well, that looks wonderful. I want that. Yeah.
The ox sausage special.
Yeah.
He takes, how many? Do you want one piece or do you want the whole roll?
How much is it?
For the roll? Well, I would say, well, it's good quality. It is good ox and it's local. So I would say it's a 5 gold for the whole roll. It's roughly between 8 or 9 sausages.
I assume it's not some kind of 20% off Bandit King special on these two.
He looks at you, looks at Rill. I don't see any badge or anything, so no. You don't seem to be locals. I've never seen you here.
I just heard. I thought it was a interesting marketing idea. Hence the question. I obviously don't have the badge.
No.
But maybe soon, maybe soon.
Yeah, maybe soon. Well, how about that 5 gold then?
Yeah.
I'll give him 5 gold.
He takes it and he gives you this whole roll of sausage.
I'll hand it to Annabelle.
Here,
Hold the sausage.
strong woman.
I hope you know that you could have bought like 12 cows for that same price.
But then I have to slaughter them and they scream a lot.
Did I hear that correctly? Are you gonna, like, do you have a point card system, or how does it work?
What do you mean?
You just talked about the badge.
Oh yeah, there's a badge. There are actually 2 sets of badge. One badge that shows that you are a citizen, and one badge that tells you that you're on the payroll of the Bandit King.
Uh-huh. So if you have one of these badges, you just show them up and...
Oh yeah.
So kind of like a point card system.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So, I'm not shitting on reputations of anyone in the city, but what makes it so that people don't just fake these? Or steal them from someone else? Do you have like a...
You wanna know why?
Yeah, I wanna know why.
Because in this fucking town you can do almost anything you want, and there is no one there to shit you around.
Really?
Why destroy a concept that actually works?
Well, I'm just asking since does he have a pin?
Not that it's visible, no.
Let's say you have a pin. What's
What
to
about
stop?
it?
What's to stop me from taking it and just going to another stall and saying I have this pin? Not now, but you know, in theory, of course.
He I like to see you try. But
I said in theory.
I don't. Well, you can beat the shit out of me and take it from me. I don't know how it really works, but nobody has really done it. Well, I think somebody have done it, but not really that they're talking openly. You know, the Bandit King doing a lot of rough stuff to people when it gets exposed.
Does he know? Rough stuff. We were passing by here earlier. There was a lot more stalls open then. I guess they're not night owls like you.
Nah, I usually go over here, help out the poor people around here, and with the others here as well.
Lots of poor people when the bandit himself has hordes of gold on here.
Oh yeah, I know. It's very weird, but most of the people stand around here. They usually reside in the altar of faith, you know, getting helped by the faith and whatnot. But we give them a little bit of discount so they can survive the night.
Oh, you mean the poor people don't need to pay 5 gold for a bit of sausage?
No.
It seems a bit...
They help
Extreme.
us a little bit more, spread the words of our stuff.
Oh, so it's a system like that as well. Like you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and we're all good.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
Are you a scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of guy?
He looks at you a little bit like...
Not in a sexual way.
I know. He scruffs a little bit away. Starts to... I can be, depending on what it is, but...
I put down a platinum.
They look down at you and go,
Fucking rope!
I don't care!
I maybe know some this and that.
Oh. So, other people, you know, your other colleagues that are not night people,
Mm-hmm.
where do they typically... They go back to their little homes when they're done with their business, do they?
Sure, they have stores all over the city.
Mm-hmm. Any of the magical kinds have stores in the city that they are local here, or do they snag their wares back to their den?
I mean, they are all over the place here. You know, there is a place where they usually sell a lot of magical stuff that's at the alabaster scales.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't miss seeing them around. I haven't seen them being here in a stall per se, but you wouldn't miss them. It's a dragonborn owning the place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sniffing the sausages.
There's a lot of seasoning on it. A lot of like garlic on them.
I'll eat a sausage.
Well, it tastes good, actually.
And I'm using the exact same table manners as Blork would do.
So, since I'm so generous, are you a kind of person that keeps his mouth shut too?
With that, yeah.
Oh, good. So the person freely rows down, one step in, looks like this, and I'm gonna describe the person that I met earlier this day. Where does he live?
He looks over his shoulder and huddles in a little bit closer. Well, around here we call him Gray. It's not really his name, but he is a little bit of a private guy.
Mm-hmm.
Usually go for mountain climbing and such.
Yeah.
Hails from the north. What would say? Well, the northern part of Maylor. I don't know which part, but we call him Gray because
We don't
he's...
really need a life story here.
No, of course. He is... Well, he's residing one of the houses closest to this north's eastern gate. I wouldn't say 3 or 4 houses down the daggers and darts. He has a little small home. He usually opens up stand here selling materials for climbing and such.
You own a dog?
If he owns a dog,
Oh,
never seen one.
good. I mean... I hate dogs. I just always ask that random question. Married?
I don't know. Really don't know. Haven't been there. I'm not associate of him.
Mm-hmm.
Knows of him. Not knows too much about him. I mean, he has brought a sausage or two. I mean, man's gotta eat, I guess.
That we do.
Well, it's a damn good sausage. Even if it's expensive.
Well, it's expensive because it's so filled with some good seasoning. And it's been handled by a local.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
Well,
Look at his hands, how clean are they?
they look impressively clean.
Oh, okay.
And he looks over and go, and you can see another group of people start to approach. I'm sorry, looks like my regulars are coming. If you would excuse me.
Have
Pleasant
a
evening.
wonderful evening.
Blessed evening to you too.
And,
Jeffrey!
and yeah. We were not here. Bye.
He you head over there.
Gonna walk into a semi-alley on the way there.
You see, Rill has eaten kind of 2 or 3 sausages already.
Imagine my breath now.
Mm-hmm. Yum, yum, yum.
Imagine these sausages are like very large ölkorv, kind of like in their thick,
Nice. Thick
thicker
I
ölkorv.
can kill someone with these.
Would you say it's a girthy?
It is girthy. It has a girth to it.
Nice. Nice.
It makes you happy, if I can describe it. Moving on.
Oh, that type of sausages. And you said
Yes.
how many did Will have? 3?
8
8?
or 9.
Now it's 6 of them. But
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Mhm.
So,
Mm,
wanna follow this plan through or
yes.
what? Right. Let's find this little shit.
Exciting.
Vidal?
Yeah.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh no. This is why we don't lead the boys. There's gonna be guards and they're gonna be like, hey, you're wanted.
Ooh, a 20.
Hey, you're illegally sleeping.
Exactly.
Or more so the fact we left and someone else snuck into our room.
Yeah.
Vidal, you hear you wake up a little bit like dizzy, and you're like you have fallen asleep, but then you woke up and you're still squashed by
Did-
Blork.
Oh,
I imagine Blork just turned around and threw me over, so I woke up.
It's kind of like you
You're on
wake
the floor.
you wake up and you are on top of him, and he's like holding you like this, and your face is like pressed against his pec, and
Can imagine the back pain you're gonna have.
as you open up your eye, and you hear that somebody is trying to open up the door.
Okay.
Your eye look around. You can see where your companions were. They are no longer there.
Out fornicating.
Blork is.
I'm gonna lie there and look at the door.
The door handle seems to be twitching, moving around. And then the door, it goes down and opens up. A small slither of light enters in the room. As you can see, the first is a candle with a candle holder, and you can see a person with a very dark robe. You can see a hand just pokes in a little bit and stops at the very entrance of the room.
I'm gonna lie there and see what the person does.
You can hear muttering words. With a 20, you hear it sounds like some sort of prayer. this person is doing. And it sounds like it is like it's kind of like what Garbod would say, but slightly in a different way. It's more like
Not so chop your head off kind of.
no, I'm gonna slay my enemies and bathe in their blood. It's not like that. It's more like dawn smile upon you, light's warm, dawn smile upon you, and they just continue on.
Does the person enter the room or just stand there?
They stand there for a while, seemingly to prepare themselves.
Can I try to get loose from Blork's grasp?
Make an athletic check or an acrobatic check.
I'm gonna.
And also, I'm rolling for his athletics. That's gonna be the DC.
Oh damn!
Because he's clutching you, like
Yeah.
he's holding you.
Okay. 11. If
11?
he fails,
You try to wiggle yourself out, but as soon as you start to move, he cramps you closer, and you almost feel that your spine is cracking a little bit.
I'm trying to be not to moan too much. Let's see.
Make a stealth check.
A natural 20.
When you feel it's about to crack, you like bite your lip a little bit, and you start to focus, and you try to almost like pretend that you're sleeping, focusing on your druidic training of like focus your mind, listening to nature or your breathing, your inner breathing. And then you hear footsteps and approaching inside.
I want to see what the person does. I can't get loose from his grip.
With a natural 20, with a total 20, you see that the person go towards, it looks like they are looking for something or somebody. They go towards where Rill and Blinky would have been, and then they walk towards you.
I'm having my eye open, so see if the person does anything when it sees that.
As this person approaches, you can see there is the guy from the reception having this long dark robe, and he approaches you and he leans down. Where are your other friends?
I don't know.
He's like, I don't know.
What are you doing here?
There's been some complications with her sister.
I'm gonna pinch Splork and
I'm
see if
gonna
he
make
wakes
a
up.
with this bond. You pinch him. You can hear the nothing.
What complications?
He looks around and he's like, Harold is dead.
Oh.
We don't really know, and we need all of you to come. I'm sorry to wake you up in this hour, but
I'm gonna try to turn into a giant eagle and see if Blork lets go of me.
you immediately go, and he immediately drops you.
I'm gonna fly and wobble my way out.
As you wobble your way out, Blork just immediately starts snoring. He's like, by the gods.
Before I leave, I look back at the receptionist and I go, "Ah!" And I continue.
No, where are your companion?
I'm gonna go outside because I think they are outside doing some shit. So I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna try and fly and see if I can see them.
Okay. In the meantime,
Should I do
As
a
you-
perception?
Yes, you can do a perception check, but
Fuck us for trying to have a girls' night.
as you approach the house complex, I assume that you have been in one of the alleys and talked, and then you just continue on going towards the complex.
Towards daggers and darts.
You reach the dagger and darts, and you go past it, going 3 houses, and you can see there is one light there is one candle that is lit in one of the it looks like a kitchen area when you can see a person that is moving on the inside. It's a very simple house.
I could knock the door and pretend I'm selling sausages if you need some distraction.
That could work. If you want to.
I mean, if I eat more, my stomach is gonna be very upset.
We don't want that, do we?
Nah, I'd rather not, you know.
Do you want to do this?
Sure.
Alright.
You approach the door.
Oh yes, I do.
As she's doing that, I'm gonna see if there is any windows.
There are multiple windows on the back, on both sides, and in the front.
Gonna
There's
I am.
one story.
Gonna try to
Okay.
sneak around to the side so he doesn't see me when he comes out.
I just want a confirmation that he's gonna come to the door.
And then I'm gonna try to find a window on the back.
Mhm.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
You knock, do, and it takes a while, but then a person opens up the door. It's a quite younger gentleman. Yes.
Midnight snack delivery right to your door.
Make
Have a
deception check.
sausage.
Make a deception check.
Courtesy of the man you buy.
And also you get advantage because of actor.
Come on, where are you? I want it there.
As soon as I hear that, I'm gonna make it to the back and find a window.
So
You-
natural
Oh!
20,
Oh.
30.
This
It's
is
important!
yes.
Clearly, this.
We need to steal from this poor man!
As you approach, he, as you says this, he looks at you and go like, "This is my lucky day. I am starving. How?
Oh,
How did you? Oh, no matter. Do you want to come in?
nah, it prohibits me from going inside, but it is
Oh.
indeed your lucky evening, my good sir. First sausage on the house, next sausage 5 silver. Just for you.
What? 5 silver? Well, I do declare." And he leans down into his pockets, and you reach to one of the back windows, and it's still open, and you open it up. You jump in, make a stealth check.
Oh, holy shit, yeah.
Ooh.
28!
Easily as a cat, you jump in, making no sound, and it is a basically basic house. There's a lot of like clothes hanging around in his like living room. They look like he has a lot of change of clothes that he has tried out during the day. And do you move around looking for whatever, trying to find whatever?
Yeah, I'm focusing on the task.
Make an investigation check.
Um, 20, dirty 20.
You move around in the house, and eventually you find what you are looking for. There is a specific, how would I say, a storage facility. It looks like a chest that you open up in the still in the living room. As you open up, there's multiple of these climbing gear that you saw previously, and then you see at the very bottom you can see one of the ropes that you are looking for.
Checking for trap.
Make another investigation.
No, not tracking.
Oh, please be
this
trapped.
climbing gear.
Yeah.
He must have. He loves his climbing gear. It's like nobody will steal my. What is it called? That you 28.
It is definitely trapped. Like when you get into the bottom of it all, if you would pull it off, because it's covered with all other like knickknacks and climbing gear, if you would pull, you like grab it and pull it out, some sort of mechanism will happen because it's tied down in different wires.
Could
It
I?
will probably set out an alarm or hurt you.
Could I sleight of hand put something else there?
Definitely, you can
get-
try.
Can I switch out the normal rope for the
If you roll quite high on it,
put on sleight of hand?
yes.
Yeah.
I would say this is quite difficult. It looks very delicate.
Oh, Blinky has very delicate fingers. If she believes she can do it, it's doable.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like
It is
impossible.
doable. It is
Yeah.
not impossible. It's very hard.
Okay. She will try it. She's looking towards the window where she came from in case she needs to run.
We're standing out there with the man, like, I do insist that you try the sausage first. I wouldn't want to
will.
sell you a sausage you don't like.
And he puts the sausage in his mouth, and he will look at it and go like, "This tastes deliciously. What have you put into this
It's
sausage?"
the spices, you see.
And I have to say, I do love the size of it. Oh, I love it.
It makes him happy.
Yes.
Oh, the girth. Oh,
You need to open a place now in this town that's
Yeah.
called Murphy Sausage. That's
Yes.
my one request. Yeah. Blinky's gonna take out her rope and be like, kind of like Indiana Jones style it.
Hmm.
Try to switch it. And that's a 38.
that must be a fail.
You know, normally it like when you trade it a little bit, it's like, the mechanism would wiggle a little bit and it would be unsafe. It's almost like you make the trap better. Like when you put the fake on, it's basically more fitting to it. So it's maybe you have made it impossible for him not to get the, you have to he has to sprung the trap before to retrieve whatever he has now. that
Either
you
he
put
will
there.
be very happy tomorrow or very hurt.
Yes.
I
But
had
you
such
have
a good trap
you
yesterday.
have in your hands a rope of entanglement.
She's gonna be so happy and be like,
If I would buy
Yes.
all sausages, how much would that be?
This year, I gave one away.
I am
Which
hungry
was-
for some girthy sausage.
like, stop it.
I'm making a quick look around just to see if I can get some indication if it looks like Blink is done.
As soon as I'm done, I'm going out the window and trying to get back to the point where she saw me last. So
You see,
depending on how long it takes for me during her conversation, but I'll make it so she can see me again.
you do it like you have done this 1,000 times. It goes super quick, and real as you look past his shoulder, you can see a furry, fussy little thing jump out of the window on the other side of the It's like a corridor, and on the other side there is the living room, open space, so you can see her jumping out
And I'll close the window.
easily.
Well, who am I to deny a hungry soul? Of course you can buy all the sausages. And I'm
Mhm.
feeling extra generous tonight, so let's say 80 silver.
80 silver. Are you sure?
Yes.
He like feels like I'm robbing you, but here you go, and he gives you 80 silver.
Ironic.
Thank you kindly, and thank you again for using the Midnight Snacks delivery service.
I will. You know what? I will. Can you please return here tomorrow? I will definitely want to buy some more from you.
If I can fit it into my schedule, I will of course do that.
I understand. This is beyond. This is something that the Bandit King would probably do. Thank you for so much. Thank you.
Enjoy your sausages, sir.
I will definitely. This makes me so happy. And he closes the door.
It's gonna go away.
Vidal,
Yeah.
you have clocked all over the city. You see multiple of people that are moving around, a little, like in small pockets of areas. You don't find Rill or Blinky.
Do I see anyone else I recognize?
No.
It's Gloomau with her lover.
Yeah.
Midnight
Yeah,
date!
pick up the lover and drop him.
You don't see anybody that you have knowledge of.
I'm gonna start flying really low.
Ginormous eagle.
Yeah, very
Then
close.
the question is, do we see
Yeah,
an eagle we
I
would
would say-
recognize?
I would say, because Vidal doesn't really know. Well, make another perception check, Vidal, and you guys get an advantage on your perception check because he's an eagle. He's a big fucking eagle.
should I use perception?
As your eagle form. So
Yeah,
it's
do I
a
get?
advantage?
Yeah, okay. So,
Well, it's dark though.
you can do what you want with that roll. Either it's a 15
yeah,
or a
whatever.
19.
Yes. So it's 24. And how much did you roll?
I was just gonna say,
If you want to be observant, if that is.
I do want to be observant. I'm just wondering how much light is there around?
Oh,
Not so much. I would say
It's
that
very
you
dark.
have. I would say that you have a straight roll.
When I
Yeah.
don't see them, I'm gonna start shrieking.
Oh, fucking siren. Ha! Ha!
Yeah. Not all the time, just flying by the.
Is it
team.
perception in darkness disadvantage?
Yes, but it's disadvantage, and you have advantage, so it's a straight roll. Because he's a giant eagle now. So, well, it's a.
Makes sense.
It's
It's not
canon.
important.
It's not important. Well, you, Blinky, start to see this ginormous big eagle that is moving quite close to the roofs of the city.
I'm gonna fucking drag a hold of Rill and
And
pull her
then-
towards the fucking wall.
And Vidal, as you are passing by, you see some people that are hiding. Then you hide and just you swoop. And I assume that you.
I swoop around.
What?
I'm gonna
Daddy Eagle is out looking for us.
land in front of them.
And as you land in front of him, you can see there is a gnome that looks very scruffy looking.
Have I seen
And-
Scruffy before?
Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah. You recognize the
I was
orange.
there when you got stabbed.
You recognize the orange furry gnome, and Dulgrim is standing close by. And you can see the giant form of Vidal.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
pet his head.
I'm gonna go into Dulgrin's head. Hello. What are you doing
Hello.
here?
Midnight snack.
You recognize also that this works.
Oh yeah, we aren't sure it did, right?
Which one?
The telepath.
Your telepathy?
Yeah, and in this.
Haven't you
place.
always been that?
Not recently.
Don't try to make sense of this, Nia. We will get a headache.
Okay. Cool.
Magic.
Shouldn't you be up in Frostheart Bastion?
Honey, I've never been there.
Aren't you from there? Tulgreen.
No.
Or where are you from then?
Why are you staring at us like a creep?
I go to Blinky, so
Yeah.
why are you here with Tulgreen?
Okay, you're doing that. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought you were doing the stare
And where's
down
Rill?
of disappointment.
No, where's Rill? Oh.
You think I'm hanging with Dulgrin here?
I don't know, maybe.
She's all the
Come.
way in Arun, I think.
Up on my back. We need to go now.
I bought this. I totally bought this.
Okay. I lean down so they can jump on my back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shamefully sit on his back. Because I don't know what this is about.
I'm gonna climb on the eagle.
I'm gonna fly them back and land outside the new beginning. But before we enter, I'm gonna turn back into me.
Yeah.
I'm hiding the rope and I'm turning into Blinky before we land.
I will also shift back to Annabella before we land.
Something happened. Complication with your sister. And Harold is dead.
What? Now?
Oh. And I start walking in.
Do you
Coming?
follow it? Or
Are we supposed to follow? Nikki.
I'm holding out my hand to her.
You wanna check
Taking
on
your
your
hand.
sister, right?
Yes, sure, why not?
What's wrong?
It just felt very... It doesn't matter. Yes, we need to check. We always need to check.
We don't.
We do, though. We do.
Do you want me to check for you?
It won't make a difference. Let's just go.
It's okay.
This was fun, though.
You're doing really well.
Thank you.
Fallen in half the hollows.
I hold the door and wait for them to
Mhm.
enter. And as
person-
Rail passes, I'm gonna grab her other hand if Blink holds the other.
Mhm.
I'm gonna squeeze quite hard. Yeah.
Magical Wizard of Oz.
On the inside, you can see at the reception, you can see the person that usually stand there in the reception, and Blork standing there and go, "But where did my friends go?
We were out getting you sausage.
Oh, there you are.
Don't tell him that I sold all the sausage.
You said sausage?
Did you sell all the sausage? No, I didn't say that. Oh, I said tomorrow we're getting you sausage. But wait.
Roll intelligence. And he looks at you, go, "Oh, okay."
Look
The
at
receptionist. He's like, "Move, come on, quickly!" And he goes out from the reception and goes down the hallway.
Follow?
Oh, yeah.
As you follow him into one of the rooms, you can see there are multiple people standing in Imagine it as a 4-room, like an investigation room. Like there used to be a table here. Well, you remember when Akila had her like therapy session with you all. It's kind of looked like that, and there's another door. The door is not open, and there are multiple people standing here and doing some looking like rituals or some arcane stuff in the room. Akila is not here, though. As she leads you into the room and go, there have been some complications. Please leave the room. And all of the others stop whatever they are doing and they immediately leave the room. There have been some complications.
That's the 5th time. Yeah, what?
Thank you.
Spit it out. Words.
He looks like, yes, she was doing great. She was answering to our medical and our arcane
Where
abilities.
is she?
She's in the other room.
Alone?
Yeah, well, yes. Well, I think. Well, I am hoping that she is alone in there. We are not
Is there a
sure.
door to that room somewhere in here?
Yes, there's one door. There's.
Gonna just walk towards that, probably as leading Blinky and me alone.
Just be careful. She has been talking about a door.
Okay.
What happened to Harold?
We found him dead. We believe that it were hours ago.
Let's talk about that later then.
Yep.
Yes.
Can someone open the door?
I put
It's
my
good
hand
that
on the
you don't.
handles
Yeah.
and I look at Rillen. We are here with you all the time, okay?
Yes.
And I open the door.
I probably reek of garlic as I answer Vidal because he's
Yeah.
close to me.
Smell like earthy sausages.
It makes me happy. As you open up the door into this, it looks like a smaller like cell. It has, one of those asylum cells. Well, there are like pillows for like this very large, soft pillow-like structures on the floor, on the walls, and on the ceiling. And in the very, very far corner, you can see your sister is sitting there, knees together, and she is like holding them. She's sitting on the ground, and she looks like she's holding the knees, and she's staring into the corner, the left corner of the cell.
Is she alone? Or at least
It
appears to
looks
be
like
alone?
she appears to be alone, yes. But there's a weird smell coming into the cell. I believe that you enter the room.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
It is a smell of this iron. And Blinky and Vidal, definitely, and you, because of you, have been out adventuring now for quite some time. It is the smell of blood in this room.
I let go Rillen. I go towards her sister. Does she have her back towards us?
Yes. And the room is quite in a larger set. It's like from the door to where she is, it's approximately like between 4 or 5 meters into the room. So it's a quite larger room.
I walk towards her. I don't say anything. I gonna take a look at her face.
As you approach, do you all go into room, or do you stay at the door opening? Or
I go in.
you go in. Vidal definitely go in.
I'm
Blinky?
holding Real's hand, so I'm going with her.
Blork also follows, and he, as he did previously, closes the door behind you.
Polite.
As Vidal, as you approach her, you can see she is pale, and she is not in her, appearance as she usually do in when you met her in Kyril. She is her changeling like default setting. She is like staring in. You can see she is looking like she. It's almost like that you have seen a ghost for the first time. She's terrified and she just stares into the wall.
Is she bloody?
She doesn't seem to appear to be bloody. No.
I sit down next to her so I can see her face.
Mm-hmm. She just stares with a slightly open mouth, just almost like she wants to talk, but she doesn't really respond to anything. It's almost like a person had been spooked, but had an incredible portion of like drugs.
We're
Can I-
alone in the room, or?
Yes, it appears you are alone in the room with her.
I want to do a medicine check on her and see if she is actually drugged beyond anything.
Make a medicine check.
An 11. Damn, I rolled bad.
It is hard to tell, like from a standpoint. She looks fine, but you're not like you're just reading from a person, not touching her or anything. She does seem unharmed.
I am going to squeeze Blinky's hand once. And I'm like, I need to try something. Be here to catch me if it goes bad, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Then I am going to change appearance into Nokri or
It is a
Sarvenia.
weird feeling too, Blinky, as you feel the hands and knuckles.
Dulgrin down to Nokri, yeah. Mhm.
Sort of like that. I am going to try to let go of Blinky's hand
Mhm.
She'll let her.
and then go up to my sister and like try to place myself so I'm straight in front of her,
Mhm.
or so that she looks at least towards me. And yeah,
No response.
Sarkel.
No response.
Gonna try to take her hand.
As you reach out, gonna take a short break. Just a short break. I know there is not so much time left, but we haven't had the break yet, so people may fill up their cups, maybe go to the bathroom. We will be right back.
Back.
Oh yeah, hey. All right. As you reach out,
And touch.
towards your sister, you is about to feel her knee as your hand goes right through the knee.
Of course it does.
Do we all hear that?
Oh yeah.
He's making a heavy visual, verbal sigh. Like, ugh.
I am just ignoring it. Just put on hold. Not even caring. Can you hear me?
The visage of your sister disappear as the illusion is now more clearer, as both of you are stepping in pools of blood. All over this room is filled with these corpses of these people of this order that have been flung and just smeared across the walls and all across the ceiling.
Is it a constitution you do? Because I'm afraid that there's gonna be some girthy sausages that can come back up now.
Yes, it's a constitution saving throw. This is
Any
how
of
you
the-
make unhappy sausages.
Any of the pieces looking like a certain therapist?
Yeah, 12.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, I'll do that.
You hold your girthy sausages inside of you.
Do I feel
Why?
any
That's crazy.
attraction to this?
Huh?
Do I feel any attraction towards this? Anything?
Well, you not really.
Ah, good. Just to see if someone was tempting to come back.
As Blinky, you are more used to the
Morbidly
gore.
accustomed.
Yeah, morbidly accustomed to it. You don't find anybody that looks like a killer at all.
How many would you say there is? How many bodies?
I would say it's about 5.
5. Are they like torn, or are they like
Yes, they have been torn.
like
They're
someone
limb by limb. Yes,
pure strength? Like
yes.
Does it look like she could have done it?
No.
No.
Well,
Well, not her.
not her, but
No.
the door into the room opens up again. Just open up.
Slowly.
Yes.
Okay, because in that case, I'm gonna change back to Annabella
Hmm.
and stand up quickly because there's a
Yeah.
lot right now.
I'm gonna stand up too, because it would be weird if I were sitting in the pool of his companions
Hmm.
or hers. companions.
There's nobody at the door, as also Blork takes forth his weapon and go, "Oh, let them look again!" And he just holds his hammer again close to the door. There's nobody at the door. It's almost like the door seemingly opens up on itself.
I think he's gonna snag a bone piece.
Of course, yes. I'm not even gonna.
You easily pick up a bone piece.
She's just doing it, kind of putting it into
It's
her
not
pocket.
really. It's not
She's not
really
even
like,
looking. She's just grabbing the first random bone piece and just slamming it into her jacket somewhere.
Mhm. Filled with blood and
Mhm.
stuff. Wet.
Can't do
You-
magic here, so fuck Scourge. I'm doing it later. Me.
I am going to leave the room with haste.
With haste, you open up the room, stepping on the pools of blood. As you open up the door, in the same room, you can see there are other types of pentagrams now. But there's the table that you had the therapy session on. But on top of the table sits your sister with a very huge grin of like a laughter on her face. And in her lap, she's holding the dark scepter. Now looks like it is together again, like pieced together.
Just to clarify, Rill will not go alone.
No.
I
As soon
figured
as she
as much.
swooped by, it's like
I figured as much.
hedgehog, like yeah.
Does she have a goat on her back, a goblin on her feet, and
The blork.
yeah.
Suck it up.
From her mouth, you can hear the double voices of Malarian and her voice. No, she's not here.
Where is she?
Looks down at the scepter.
Could you perhaps be a little bit less cryptic?
Why should I be that?
It wouldn't hurt to be kind now and then, you know.
Kind is a very strong word.
What have you done?
Stands up almost like a marionette. I found the fifth wielder. And she gladly obliged to find the door, just to help her sister.
So you lied.
Lied? No. I never lie.
You only lie.
To certain people, yes.
Then you reprimand me for not telling truth. Why are you doing this?
As I always want to.
Stop look at that stupid door.
Yes, it's everything about that stupid door.
I want to speak with my sister, not with you.
Oh, that is no longer possible.
Why not?
It really doesn't concern you anymore.
It does though. It
And
really
why are you
does.
here taunting her if it doesn't?
I just want her to see her sister one last time. Before the hunt begins.
What hunt?
For the door. At least giving our time together some courtesy of at least saying goodbye to your vessel of a sister.
But you aren't allowing me to do that. She's not even here.
Well, I lied again. I guess.
Weird
Just
question.
using her body.
Weird question.
Can one do an insight on the elder god? If he's lying, 'cause-
You can definitely try to insight check Malorian if you want to.
I just want to insight the fact that I don't know, like how does one say? I'm just gonna insight him. Ironically, can insight maybe him, but not certain other. 22.
You're uncertain.
Yeah.
It is very uncertain to know the great schemes of a god or an eldritch being that is devoted to insanity.
It was mostly specifically like if the part where he's like, I just want her to see the sister one last time.
Oh yeah,
If
you
that
believe that he
seemed-
means that.
That is no hidden.
No. You truly believe that Malorian wants your friend to suffer.
Oh, that I believe, but like, if that is the only, there's nothing hidden behind that. Just no,
You're
that is only. Yeah,
uncertain.
I'm certain. Okay.
You are uncertain.
Fine, then I'll keep on.
You had to go and make it personal, didn't you?
It's always been personal with you. I thought we would make it.
So did I. You tossed me away, not the other way around.
Oh, poor you. Poor you.
Actually, I think you did me a favor. Should I say thank you?
Do whatever you feel. I got my vessel. Unfortunately, she isn't strong as you are. I
What
will
does that
come
mean?
far. Sure, her mind is already broken. Numerous times, easy to acquire. The hands of my other half, easy to shun away in their dream palace. If I would make it with haste, I will find the door. Until I toss her
you
away.
won't. I will make sure you never see that door. I was prepared to let you go. I was prepared to just let number 50 be whoever. Not anymore. You will
The
not get away
marionette
with
sits.
this.
The marionette sits down. So what are you doing about it then?
So if I will tell you.
Are
You
you
no
going to
longer have
kill
the
your
means to
sister?
see.
Are you going
I'm
to
not-
kill your sister?
I don't have to.
No.
I have
guess
other
not.
means. Sadly, you can no longer read what I'm thinking.
I don't need to.
No, you don't, because you already know what I'm thinking. Yeah, that.
The body of your sister cracks up again. Well, now we don't need to have the charades anymore.
Still think you did give great hugs. Not that it means anything to you. Are you done then? You're gonna run away now?
How far away is her sister?
2.5 meters.
She's holding the scepter.
Yeah.
Lovely thing, isn't it?
Two and a half meters. That's quite a distance, but not really semi, maybe.
Someone's thinking something. She's thinking something. I'm gonna take.
That is 60 feet, 16 feet away.
Was the finger reattached to the scepter?
On that scepter, yes.
Gonna take a tiny step towards her. Well, I guess him. Could I be so bold to ask for a last hug?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh God, 13.
13, you say?
Mm-hmm.
She jumps down from the table. And you can see it looks very, very sickeningly as she, as a marionette, opens up her arms, snapping of like limbs.
Well, I'm going to go up to her and try to hug her. Or them, or whatever I'm hugging. Both.
As she's doing that, can I look towards Videl? I'm gonna
Side-eyeing Videl.
side-eyeing Videl. Verkligen. Ja.
Could I roll a perception to see if I...
Sure.
Please not be
Yeah.
a one from. You have
Please,
seen Blink.
one.
You have seen
Please,
Blinky do this
one.
before.
Can I get an advantage?
No. No.
A 12.
Yeah, sure.
I look down at Blinky.
He's gonna do like one of these.
I'm gonna kneel down
Mm-hmm.
in front of Blinky
Mm-hmm.
with my back towards her. I'm gonna hold my staff like I'm in a position to attack.
She's gonna snag the shackles from his bag
Mm-hmm.
and try to do this. If Annabella manages to get a hug, she's gonna try to.
They are in a hug. They are-
Wonderful! Then she's gonna. Fuck it! I'm just gonna try to make a run for it and shackle her sister's feet.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Now this is interesting.
Just standing there trying to get a hug. Like,
Slide between her legs and like yeah!
An acrobatic check.
a penguin on ice.
Yes.
I guess a goblin in blood in this
Oh,
case.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
A 23.
Oh, at 23. To see if I can match that.
God damn
I
it.
will give disadvantage because they are embracing. Okay. You glide. You just jump forward. What do you do, Vidal?
I'm gonna... Depending on what they are doing, what happens in the hug.
Okay.
I
mean,
guess
I'm just-
I don't want to spook them because this feels like a tense situation. And
You
yeah, and if I do something hastily, someone might run.
Oh, you think?
So I'm just gonna stand up with my staff and see if they do anything, if they try to run.
I mean, I'm
Lork
just full in a
Lork
hug.
is so ready to just slap the shit out of your real sister with the hammer.
I'm trying to embrace his feeling, but it might not look as cool as Blork's. So.
No, okay. Okay.
But,
And I'm just holding the hug because I have no idea what kind of shenanigans they're up to. I just
Yeah, I
actually
know.
genuinely want a hug.
I know.
Okay. Blinky, The shackles goes on her feet. You just jump up from nowhere. You glide between Annabella's feet and just shackled. Nothing happens.
I was gonna look up and be like,
I was gonna like.
they look good on you.
I was gonna try.
Okay, fucking plan B.
If they don't work, I'm pulling out my rope.
What are you doing?
Since I have a rope, I'm just gonna be like, I'm letting go of them and like.
Okay.
Fucking at this point.
She vanishes, casting plane shift on herself.
Can you counterspell?
If you want to.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, you can counterspell if you have spell slots for it.
I do.
Wait. I'm hugging her.
Yeah.
How can she cast plane shift? She needs a fork. I guess she's cheating.
How can
It's
she
a plot
cast
forge.
magic anyway? She doesn't have
Yeah.
her hands loose to begin with, but
I mean, yes, it's an day, I guess.
yeah. Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Counterspell.
Yeah, and you roll.
I do.
Depends on what level are you casting it on.
5th.
Yeah, you need to roll. Definitely.
And then it's a d20 plus my modifier.
D20 plus the spell.
Equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Yes.
What?
That is. It is. No. Wait. I have to check it out.
So
The
if you-
DC. The DC is 10 plus whatever the spell level is. Boom. That is that. And then you need to roll. You need to cast. It's your. It is your plus that you have. What
In my modifier.
your modifier, your spell modifier?
Plus 3.
Do you only have plus 3?
In my modifier, yeah. Plus 3.
I have +5 as modifier.
I have plus 3 in modifier and plus 5. Or plus 8
No,
spell attack.
it's your spell attack.
My spell attack. Ah,
Yes.
okay, well then.
I think it is. Wait a minute, I have to double check this. You enter on some spell if the status is there lower, it comes in phase. If you cast the void of high, you make an ability check with your spell casting ability. So yes. It is your spell attack.
Just that they word them with different words because they can.
Okay.
Because we sit on the coast.
Can we help?
I just hug. I have no idea what's going on. Or I know the Blink is doing something, but I'm hugging.
25.
Okay. As you can see, she's trying to cast something that looks familiar to the plane shift. Blinky, reaching out with your hands, as you try to do the shackle, so you can see she's trying to move away. You immediately interrupt the spell, shatters the spell. She is still there, holding, embracing Grill, and smiles. The form leans forward to you, Grill. I am not leaving this body. You have to kill her to get her away from my grasp.
Is she holding the scepter?
Yes, she is.
That's my next thought.
Chop off the hand. I know what Blink is thinking.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Unless he does it first. Because
Can I?
I'm on the floor, so.
As I see it, how is she holding scepter?
Like imagine a puppet doing this,
Is it
and on
possible
her
to just...
right hand she's holding the scepter.
Is it possible to chop the hand off?
God, you people are awful.
I say yes, but you can injure Rill.
But she's a tank. Right?
You mean she's a boss? You can make an attack if you want to.
Are you gonna chop it off with your staff?
Shalila! It will take a while, but
Shalila.
Okay, so just rules here. Does I need to do a certain amount of damage to make it
Yes.
fall off?
yes.
So if I would do a flame blade, I could chop it off, right?
Yeah, if you do enough damage, I will say yes. There is, however, if you're gonna do flame, you're going probably to burn your friend as well. So Rill is going to take damage. Just letting you know, because they are
I
embraced.
don't see what's happening.
Oh,
I'm
you're
just...
just having a hug.
Yeah, you're hugging, and I don't remember how much health you have, but let's do it. And I don't have any stuff that could basically... Nah, let's do it. It's fun. I'm gonna chop her hand off with a flame blade at 6th level.
Oh
At
my
6th level.
Yes.
Oh god. As he's doing whatever shenanigans he's preparing, I'm gonna reply to the dickhead
Mhm.
that is talking to me.
That went 6 to hit.
If I
Uh-huh.
kill... I don't need to kill her. I just need to kill you.
We will see about that. And then from the back, you hear this almost like a laser sword of fire as the body of your sister looks up with this Joker smile, and then yes, you hear this cleave, and then this shriek of your sister screaming in pain into your ear.
Wait,
Rill,
wait. I need to see... what was the hit?
26 to hit, and it's 17 fire damage.
Oh yeah, it definitely hits.
So
So yes,
I
I'm also screaming.
yes, you take half of that fire damage
Screaming in unison.
because he is. You just hit the side of the hand, and immediately it goes. It drops. It immediately drops, and still clasping the scepter.
Oh my god.
But she is screaming in horror, like it is a terrifying like screech. Imagine somebody, yeah, the pain of getting a hand decapitated, but also that somebody's like screaming in like they see terror, like they see madness in themselves, screaming and grasping the side of Rill and just screaming, and just intentionally, but just screaming. And the tension just drops as she just falls limp in Rill's embrace.
God, I'm gonna keep holding her, probably
As
bleeding like an idiot from my back.
Is the scepter still there?
the scepter is still there, and the last thing you hear before as she falls limp.
God, I'm gonna kneel down and hold her.
Thankfully enough, she's not bleeding to death because the fire is still an open wound, and her limp is just scorched, but she's not bleeding. The blood has been boiled and burned to crisp. As you have you are. I'm actually going to roll to see if Rill is burning. No, she's not burning. But you take half of the damage. You take, what was it? You take, math, 8 points of fire damage to your back.
Yeah.
Probably
Still
wobbling out of the way.
absolutely no really idea what the fuck is happening, so I'm just gonna...
I take the hand with the scepter, not touching the scepter.
The hand is clutching the scepter.
Is she
Yeah, no.
okay?
Can I do a medicine check on her sister?
Sure.
Want me to hold that?
Yeah, I give it to Blinky and I go towards her and
She
24.
It looks like a combination between like she's fainted and in a coma. It strangely resembles the coma that Vika had.
Great.
I go, oh, not again.
I'm actively trying to hide this hand away from Annabelle. I'm not standing with it like, look. I'm just
Look
like,
at the scepter.
Because I know how she doesn't appreciate decapitated things.
How is my sister still smiling?
No,
God.
I'm gonna.
it looked like somebody just. It looked like her soul just left and came back again.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on her.
Yeah.
Just to try to stabilize her, so... Oh, yeah.
Well, you heal and the stump gets healed, but it's a stump.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of that in the morning.
yeah,
Don't want her to wake up from a coma without a hand.
it would be awkward.
I'm just gonna keep holding her.
I look up at Rails. How are you doing?
Fine. What happened?
I want to do an insight check and see if I can read the room.
Sure.
A 21.
You can.
Yeah.
You can read between the lines.
Remove the scepter from your sister.
Uh-huh.
I think I should be more detailed.
No, thank you.
Do you need a heal?
No. Not now. Soon. She be okay?
She's still here.
Yeah,
No,
You
she's
look-
not.
it looks like...
The hand from the scepter drops.
What? The scepter
Like
goes?
it loses the scepter.
I'm gonna instinctively try to grab the scepter with the hand before it drops it. If it like, like what?
Make
Like a fucking oven mitt.
Yeah, like an
Make-
oven mitt without trying to touch the scepter.
what? Wait, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grasp the hand so it grasps the scepter, like I'm using it as an oven mitt, as Cyril described.
Don't put your hand inside the
Make an
hand.
acrobatic check.
Like I hear it. Like, no.
Because it's a
Oh,
reflex.
so nasty.
Super nasty.
It's so bloody too, so we shall see.
So slippery.
A 13.
I would say you kinda grab it, but it's very difficult. You will drop it. You cannot use the hand as a mitten anymore.
No.
You catch it again, but it starts to like tends to like squeeze its way towards the floor.
Fine, I'm gonna. Is the scepter on the floor?
Not yet, but it will be soon.
Can I just pull out my coat and try to, like, catch it in my coat? Like I kind of don't want to touch it.
I'm gonna roll a d100. No, as you try to catch it with your, it goes pom 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 pom. Just drops on the floor. Really, you recognize the sound of that scepter.
Of course I do.
Don't mind that.
Don't
I
touch
very much-
that.
You pick it up.
Should I touch it?
No.
No. But maybe. What if it goes away?
What if you touch it and it goes away with you?
Well, then I know where it is.
Yeah, but we don't know where you are.
No, you should not touch my Muka! And Blork goes towards the scepter and takes his hammer.
No.
I am getting so tired of this! I'm going to destroy this scepter.
It might kill her sister, so please don't do that.
It can destroy her sister?
If it's tied to her, then potentially, yeah. And we don't know where she is, so she might
Pretty
be
lady,
in-
what should we do with it?
I don't know.
I wish we had one of those gloves that just could touch weird objects.
My dog
I'm
reacted.
gonna pull out the plier from my bag.
Yeah. I go,
Perfect!
Yes, that.
What is that?
Try this.
Hi, master.
I'm gonna pick it up with its plier.
It immediately starts to shine, but you pick it up.
Okay.
Blinky's
You-
gonna do. She's gonna take out her notebook, and she's gonna draw the Andal Kadir symbol on some pages, and she's gonna
Mhm.
try to methodically, as she's holding this, rip them, and then kind of do like, and she's trying to stick it on top
On the
of it, kind of like she's trying to, because she saw the door outside where this fucker existed once,
Okay.
and she's like, "Eh!"
You take it like a very fake poster mark and just put it in.
And she's just putting these symbols like,
Yeah, you stay in there, little fucker.
Is there any dead people in here?
No.
Not this room.
Not this room. In the other room, were one of the dead people the receptionist?
Yes.
oh.
So he was one of them. Did we recognize any of the other?
No. It looks like
I didn't
random
look.
members.
Yeah.
No, really didn't look, but
What do we do now?
Fuck it.
I'm gonna hand this thing to Vidal.
with the pliers.
Yeah.
Take it. Should I hold it or what should we do?
Fix our mess. She's gonna go into the other room
What room?
Where the dead people are.
Sure. Okay.
We're getting more diamonds from that fucking asshole later. And she's gonna fucking take out her diamond and she's gonna
What
Are
asshole?
you what are you doing?
fixing our things. You want these people's death on your conscience because he's being a bitchy little squid bitch.
Well, no, but weren't we told to not use
I think
magic?
Scorch would be angry that we helped his people.
I don't. To be honest, I don't care.
Hmm.
If you feel like you could,
If he's angry, well, let him be then.
I'm more worried about the fact that my sister is not here. Well, she's here, but not here. Because he said she was in there.
Yep.
Wait, these people are in pieces. Oh god, it's so expensive.
Blinky.
Okay. Are you trying to do revivify on these? Are you trying to do?
I'm rethinking it now since they're in parts.
It's like this. You cannot cast revivify on them. You have to cast. You have to sew them together first. Yes.
I can do that, and then I don't have to do the high level one with 1,000 diamond. Is that a
How are
possible?
you gonna figure out which
Okay,
leg belongs?
listen.
Oh, I can figure that out. This is her
Listen.
speciality. She's taking people apart so
Listen,
many times.
it is possible, but it will take a significant amount of time to pick the pieces up, sew them together, and make it kind of work, and then cast a spell. It takes quite a long time to do that.
What if it's two doing it?
What?
No.
I'm quite
I mean,
sufficient in
No.
medicine.
I have a
depends.
more morbid idea. Okay,
We put them in a.
how much? There's 5 people in here. How
There's
many?
5 people.
How party are the part? Can I
What?
can I get them into the bag of holding to do this at a later state when I might have more people that can sew at a
In your mansion.
in the
So,
mansion.
Yes, Blinky. Of course, we will sew these people together.
Sew people together, my
So-
army.
if you're gonna cast Revivify, it has to be on a creature that had died within the last minute.
Yes, but not with others. I have checked this, Robin. Don't worry.
What spell are you casting?
Nu ska vi se. Give me a second. God damn it, where's my necromancy book?
So scared.
It's like, it's going to be difficult. And just because you have it in your bag of holding, they will not decay. So it's a very morbid thing, but you have necromancy.
That's what
and-
we're looking for. Okay. To turn a creature to touched by life, the provider has been dead for no longer than 10 days! Raise dead!
Yes, but I would say, yes, of course. But then you have to succeed on multiple, medicine check to reattach them.
Does it matter if the right does it need to be the
This
correct
spell-
leg to the
This
correct
spell
torso?
closes all mortal wounds, but it doesn't restore missing body parts. But if I have the body parts...
Could we revivify them and I can cast
this doesn't work.
reincarnate?
Okay, no.
No, it doesn't.
Screw this one, because
So
it
listen,
doesn't-
they are not teared like limb, like they are like popo and then a torso. They are like teared from the middle section and yes.
well, then it
Oh,
won't
okay.
work.
So then we can just sew the middle part together.
No,
Scoop
that
up
won't
the
work because if they're missing their heads or a
You know what?
vital part,
Are
it
you-
won't. It will automatically fail. But we have resurrection, which I also can do,
I can do reincarnate.
and that is we can do that too. But I have resurrection, which is a creature that's been dead for no longer than a century.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't undead and didn't die of old age. So if these people didn't die of old age, and it's this spell closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts.
That definitely will work. But I know that it's a costful spell, so
It costs my highest fucking diamond. So if we want any of these people to live, and I'm just hoping that the mask is gonna give me a twofer.
and
Because you have certitude!
and just for clarification for your question, can you put body parts in your bag of holding? Yes, you can. Would you fit all of the body parts? No. The torsos and the upper bodies
Well,
will
it's
probably
no
not.
part. If I can't do that, sew
But you
them
can take a
together
hand
and
and
do.
a leg.
Yeah, but then I still need to do resurrection because they're missing the
Yes.
rest of their parts. Which no, then I'd rather just do it now. But Biggie's gonna sit there and kind of have this in her head.
Are these people worth a 1,000 diamond that we could be using on one of us if we die? You know what? I'm kind of saving this also for the cat. You know, being positive and all that.
Blinky.
Hmm?
I'm not asking you to raise a room of dead people back to life again.
I know how you are. I don't want you to have to contact these people's families and give
These
them
people
money.
knew what they were up to. They said so from the start.
So you're not gonna feel guilty?
Not currently. I feel
Oh,
like I have bigger
good.
things to worry about.
Good.
I'm gonna
I mean,
go
no,
to,
not good, but yes.
I'm gonna go to the other door leading out from this room, and I'm gonna open it slowly and look outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Nobody outside.
Is it any blood? Is there any?
No, but
death?
make a perception check.
Still holding the things. Low.
With the pliers and
Yeah, 7 in perception.
You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. As you look out and you're still holding the pliers, I assume that you look out and hold the pliers
Yeah.
inside of them.
Open the door and look like. Maybe we
I
should
don't-
talk to Scorch.
Why? What is he gonna do? Hi,
Well-
Scorch. We accidentally let someone in that apparently killed your entire cult. Huh? And he's gonna say what? He's gonna ask for us to pay him something.
So you
Or-
want to run?
We haven't done anything.
I will tell him as much. If we have
So
to.
what do you want to do then?
I
You
want
just-
my sister back. This is just her body.
Maybe if we find.
Mine is a hand.
We can fix that.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that in the morning.
What if we get the other woman? She must be around here somewhere, right? Maybe she would know what to do.
I'm gonna go out in the. Is it a hallway or is it?
The hallway with multiple of other rooms.
You know. Hello. But louder.
As you listen, I will give it because of your passive, and the others you hear. You see at the very further door down the corridor, it looks like somebody's hitting hard on the door. Like,
Trying to get out?
Sounds like it, yes.
We open the door for them. Can I take this with me outside this room, or would something happen?
Stay with Real. I'll go and open the door.
I'm gonna stay in the door and look as Blinky.
As you walk down the corridor, Blinky, and you approach the door at the very further end, you can see there's a huge. It is a magical symbol of some sort, eldritch in proportion. It is smeared on the door with blood, and it glows in a very deep purple color to it.
Does it look arcane in nature?
No, I would say mystic in nature.
It doesn't have to be dispelled. Could I potentially
You can probably dispel it.
Oh, screw it.
She's gonna try to do dispel
What spell?
magic.
Okay, which level?
4th.
Then it immediately dissipates. It goes and disappears, and the door immediately opens up. And immediately, Blinky, you see people are jumping out with weapons as Aquila holds out her hand with this burning fire spell ready, and a group of like 4 others stand outside just screaming at you as you open up the door. And the other day, she goes, "No, stop! Stop!" She straightened herself up. She put forth, like, she puts in her pocket, she puts back her hand, and inside her robe, she puts forth a long, it looks like a piece of paper. It looks like a written sham, and then she just slaps it on your face. Good.
God.
It looks like, according to my calculations, you are okay. Where are the others? Where are the others? And she Aquila looks around. Her hair is just ruffled around. Her very neat persona is just, her collar, her clothes are just ruffled together. As the others are also.
Well, indeed, things are sort of a little bit better, but there's people dead.
She looks back to the others and goes, Go and find the source.
It's over here, but please be gentle.
Show us.
She'll guide them to the room.
Vidal and Rill.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand in the doorway until they are close enough. Then I'm gonna go into the room and stand next to Rill.
I'm still on the floor holding my sister.
Her sister needs help.
Aquila moves directly inside of the room as the others also just flank inside and go to all of the corners and look around it, and they make like gestures towards all of the room, and
I'm pointed towards the other room.
they immediately go inside, and some of the people just gasps like in terror as Aquila just looks down at your sister and up at you. I'm so sorry. I'm a fool. Please forgive me.
What? Why?
What
I
did you
failed.
do?
We failed. She was doing so good. She was recovering memories. I let her out.
Someone wanted her badly.
I let Harold see her.
Is Harold dead or not?
He is now. He gave her the scepter. And before we got out, so much blood. I'm sorry. This just proves to show when she looks up at Vidal holding the scepter. We cannot trust these eldritch beings. We thought so much of controlling them, but there is no such thing as controlling them. Look at the mess that this creature has done. The damage.
So what can you even do about it then?
You wanted sacrifices to restore the scepter. I didn't want to do that.
I guess this being acted out by itself, then. I have read of such beings that can just these beings are beyond us, and they are. We think that we can control them. We think that they are like other beings from other places, like demons. We can expel them, as we can execute them, banish them to realms, but I'm such a fool! She just clasps her hands against her own, like she's holding her pants very hard. As one of the people comes from the room and just goes, High Exorcist, they have all perished. But they have lost their souls as well. The crystals has burst. The creature has claimed their souls.
But
What,
we hurt him though. So if
Did
he
we?
can, yeah, we did. You said it yourself. Once the finger broke. And if he can get hurt,
It means that the weapon can be destroyed.
but won't that let him loose? Isn't that what he wants?
For all the worth Harold has ever done talking about this scepter, he's always been talking about there is a theory that we can move to another wielder weapon to make it lose its abilities. Whatever claim it has on this world, it's too strong now. It can even manifest outside.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a while.
So destroying it won't do anything then? He at least seems emotionally attached to it. Not that I think that matters.
He looks at your sister and caresses her skin a little bit. Your sister is not dead.
I know.
Her soul linger within the scepter. But I don't know how to open the scepter or how to get into the scepter. But if we could, we can get her out. But
I
for
know
that,
ways to get in.
Yeah.
but for that, you need to wield it again.
Then what's the worst that can happen, right?
A lot of things.
Has
There
anyone
must be a
ever
way.
wheeled two at once?
I don't know, but I can look into it. I can go rummage through Harold's papers. He is obsessed by wielder weapons, and specifically this one, claiming his life.
He probably happily gave it, considering he seemed to be quite old.
Oh,
So what you're saying is that I should try to wield it again?
There must be another way.
I think he wants me.
They always want what they cannot get. Have you tried casting any spells?
No. Mostly because if I don't try, then I don't know if it works or not. Saying I should try?
No. Let's not humor this creature anymore. She walks up to you, Vidal, and may I?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take you to our vault.
And then what? My
We're
sister's
gonna
in
read.
there.
We're going to read how
Yes,
to
but-
break her free, how to fix this.
Vault isn't gonna contain that thing.
No,
Nope.
Maybe for a time.
no. Stays with us
So
for the
you
time
do
being.
nothing.
Oh, we will do something.
It was sealed away by a necromancer. So it must be able to be sealed away and dormant to some extent.
He sighs and I will go to Harold's basement. You can accompany if you want. I want to seal this fucker away. She moves away.
So what do we do now? Do we go and
One of the
pillage that
one of the
man's
people
basement?
behind, you should definitely leave. We are going to help our brothers and sisters.
Let's take your sister to our room.
Don't think that's what they meant with leaving. Or
Did you mean leave the establishment?
Do you ask them?
yes.
It's like, just leave this room, go to your place, whatever.
Even I got that. Or can you carry real sister?
What?
Can
Oh,
you pick up pretty lady's sister?
this is your sister?
The other tiny lady, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The other tiny pretty.
Picks up Blinky. No, he leans down and picks up her. So
back
where
to
do you
our
want me to
room?
take her?
Our room then.
Okay. As Mhm.
I was just like, what are we gonna do with the scepter?
We're still holding it in the,
Yeah.
in the little thing.
We can't do that forever.
No, but
No.
we're doing it now.
Time being.
lucky for you that you have the pliers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that has some sort of power over it.
Thank God.
All of these dwarven things has a little thing about that.
Yeah.
I guess we go to our room at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Blork and you stumble into your room, and he looks at you and goes, "Should I put her on the floor? Put her on the bed?
Bed.
Okay." And he goes and gently put her down. No, you throws her. No, gently puts her down on the bed.
But it's true though. You said so that necromancy was probably the thing that had it sealed off once, right?
I don't know if it was as much sealed off as it was infused with necromancy and carried such spells within it.
Could be.
He could have just been waiting for someone
Could have been.
strong enough to wield the weapon longer than 2 weeks or 2 days.
But at least it must have been a while between you and the other one before you, right? Since
have-
it was hidden inside the mines.
I have a scroll with all previous wielders.
Well, have you looked at it?
I was going to, but then things happened and I didn't really feel in the mood for it, so to say.
Well, maybe we should look at that then. And maybe we could. Maybe that would give us some insight in something. For the time being, at least. Or we could contact some dwarf, like the weird dwarves we had a discussion with that were very keen on sealing things away and destroying wielder weapons and such. Could be a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Just start to take a rest. Will be hard, but
How
Well,
can
then
we
I do
rest
what
when
you
we
say.
have the stick? We can hold it in shifts.
yeah.
Could do that.
Yeah, sure, let's rest in shifts and hold the stick.
Okay. Who will hold the stick first?
Well, since I'm holding it, I'm gonna continue holding the stick with both hands.
Okay.
In pliers.
Yeah.
Should we hold it in shifts of 2? In case the other one that's holding it does something weird. Like I stare at you while you're holding it. And then Blork stares at Rill while she's holding it or he's holding it.
Yeah. Could be good.
Lork leans onto the floor, leans down to the on the bed and starts snoring.
I'll wake you up.
We need another goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep when he snores.
Can you do the bubble now on him?
Yeah. I'll,
I don't think anyone would care.
if he does, then
We
I'll
toss the
take it with him
vibrating
in the
stick on
morning.
him.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend a little time and make a bubble over Blork. If I can.
You cast it, it immediately happens.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Huh. Huh?
Sweet silence.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you two start and then wake me up and then one of you stay up with me and
Yeah.
something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So Videl starts?
Yep.
Or okay.
With Blinky watching him.
Okay.
Staring at him.
I'm just gonna do this and then we're going to wrap things up.
Hmm.
Are you inside the dome or are you just putting Blork into the dome?
Putting Blork in the dome.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nicest thing to do
Yeah.
to everyone.
Make a perception check.
Wait, I need to be in the dome.
Yes.
Damn
Can
it.
have a foot in the
I
dome.
have a foot in the dome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will accept
Perception, you
that.
say?
Yes, a perception check.
For all of us?
A natural 1.
Videl does not see it. It's just you and Videl because you're away. Rill, I would say you have a disadvantage on it if you want to.
I'm quite concentrated on this.
If
13?
she decides to sleep.
She's going to, but she's also gonna try something as she's sleeping.
Yes.
13.
Okay. You continue on looking at Videl, trying to see if anything changes. Videl, you think you see that something swirls around the crystal inside of the scepter.
I shake it a bit.
It
God, it's not a
shakes.
snow globe.
What do you want to do, Rill?
I will go on a bed and lie down. And then I'm gonna fish out the dream gems from my bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
The red, the green, and the blue.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to hold them in my hands. And I am gonna try to cast Dream or something similar. Because I am trying to get in contact with another eldritch being.
As you others are continual looking about, Rill, you cast Dream. You immediately stumble inside, and what you see before you is the thing that spiraled previously. It's just this. It is rotating in slow motion, and everything seems to be just ruins. As you walk into the weirdness of it all, you feel this looming presence of this ginormous eye just breaks the clouds. You can see this menacing looking eldritch eye in the middle of it. You dare enter my realm. And then it hesitant. No longer herald.
No. Someone sort of put our relationship on hold.
The eye shifts to and looks closer towards you. And what do you want, mortal?
Would you be willing to answer a few questions?
Another eye in the far distant of the horizons opens up. What answers do you seek?
What happens if the door of delirium is opened?
Your world ceases to exist. Your world will be turned into chaos. Your dreaming will stop.
What do you seek?
I seek dreams. I feed upon mortals' dreams.
You don't seek to be whole again.
I am who I am.
Do you know how I can stop them?
Yes.
How?
Me.
How can I trust you?
You shall not trust any of divine or our kind. But it's a risk you have to take, mortal.
I mean, it was their choice after all.
Travel to the city of Kyril. Find my tome and become my wielder. And together we can seal the scepter in a dream.
Yes, I can do that.
And we shall make the world dream again.
Hopefully that is a good thing.
And there we end tonight's episode, my friends.
Dream,
As
dream, dream.
as probably a new pact has been made dependently on what is going to happen on the next episode of Curse of the Black Mountain. My friends, it has been quite a journey, but now it is time to have a break. We're going to have a short, maybe 2 weeks of a break, because
Short?
2 weeks of a break, because I am going on a semester for 10 days. So this Sunday, I am not in Sweden. I am elsewhere. And then I will
And
return.
elsewhere doesn't have internet.
Yeah, elsewhere has
Elsewhere definitely don't have internet.
Even Gar has internet in his domain.
Even Gar
Yes,
has.
Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
good Wi-Fi.
No, I am going
Enjoy
to,
your semester.
Yeah.
yes, I'm going to have a semester. I am going to rest this eldritch mind.
Swim in the wounds of the world.
Yes. But don't worry, because we have 97 soon.
Yeah, soon 97 episodes.
Soon 97 episode on our YouTube channel. If you head over to Roll of Faith, there are so many episodes, and you can use this time, use this semester to go back to see if anything from the previous episodes that happened. What are we talking about? Who is this dream entity? What is actually happening right now? Head over there. You maybe get some answers, maybe hidden around. And also, definitely have a little bit of semester yourself. Maybe roleplay during your semester. I don't know. It's probably for the best. But we are going to have a great time, and I hope to see you after a short semester. See you later,
Holiday break.
and don't get eaten by an eldritch god, okay? Try to, at least.
Would be
I
kind of cool, though, you know.
No.
Yeah, but the last thing you get before you die is knowing that elder beings are alive. It's like, huh, who knew? Well, bye.
Oh, Beholder. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Exactly.
Yeah.
no.
You gotta go, you gotta go.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.